2 years ago, my mom got diagnosed with stage 3 cancer, and there was a part of me that feared we wouldn't be able to travel together again. She beat cancer last year, so this family trip is a dream come true. A reminder to not take health or time together for granted. Mama loves flowers, and the parks in London are incredible in summer. So on this lovely day, we went to Richmond Park. The weather was warm, sunny, and the flowers were in full bloom. I felt very, very lucky to see the smile on my parents' faces, their vitality, and their energy. We don't live in the same country, so it's nice to spend quality time together. It was a quiet day at Richmond, and we walked around looking for deers. I stood guard as my parents ate our sandwiches and crisps under an umbrella, fending away hungry crows. And thanks to tip-offs from the park volunteers, we managed to locate red deers. It was birthing season, and it was such a sight to behold. We also checked out Isabella Plantation, which felt like a mystical fairy garden. These two were the main reason we made it all the way to London again. My big brother was getting married, and it was the wedding of the decade for us. For a few days before the wedding, we got to hang out, spending time with my niece, Ghosty. Living 10 kilometers apart, the simple joys of just coexisting in the same room as my sibling is so underrated. Met up with Malcolm Green, a director that I worked together with, for a quick coffee, and only had a little time to peep the vintage garden at Spitalfields before an amazing Chinese lunch with family and close family friends. By one of my favorite places to check out in Soho, which stocks small press prints, zines, and comics. And I had to limit myself to only buying one. It can get quite overstimulating traveling with family, so I made sure to still make time for grounding routines like my morning pages, journaling, and just sitting still in solitude. I also had time to take myself out on an artist date, a few short hours checking out the street art and graffiti along Brick Lane. It's basically a free gallery and a living, breathing archive. I just love seeing all the different art styles, messages, layers, textures. finding myself especially drawn to words and text. I also did some vintage shopping. Visited this thrift shop 15 years ago while on student exchange, and it's amazing to revisit and see how my style and consumption has changed and the ways it has stayed the same. I forgot how good this bagel tastes. Then it was wedding rehearsal time in the church. It felt so special to be a part of my brother's big day. I gained a new sister, saw the way that friends and community came together, and witnessed how much they are loved.
Gonna kiss. Kiss.
My name's David. I'm the father of the bride. Great name. At home, I'm known as Father.
It makes it really special for us. My favorite thing about all of you is that you are my best kind of friends.
It was the loveliest, most intimate and beautiful wedding. The love in the air was so palpable, and over the next few days we had a cozy tea ceremony at home, meals together as a family, and enjoyed sunsets over the city of London. A few days after the wedding, we flew into Verona and made an overnight stop in a quaint little Airbnb in the town of bolzano. The next morning, we started our road trip towards the Dolomites.
Those are really good.
The light everywhere was so beautiful, the small Italian towns looking romantic at every turn. Finally, we arrived at Lake Carezza, where the turquoise blue waters and dramatic mountain peaks in the distance blew us away. We took a very easy 30-minute loop around the lake, soaking in how lucky we are to finally be here. as it was right before the peak summer season. It was tricky finding refugios that were already open, but when we did, the food was great and the view was absolutely stunning. How is this just the casual lunch view? After lunch, most of us faded in and out of food comas, while my brother drove us through dramatic landscapes. The Val Gardena pass was stunning, but it was also very, very winding, so just a heads up if you get motion sickness easily. We were lucky that there weren't many cars on the road. The weather was amazing, and we had a great, confident driver. Then it was a quick supermarket run. And a home-cooked dinner in our Airbnb in the tiny town of Piccolino. The next day, we had to go back through Val Gardena to get to the town of Santa Cristina, where we took a cable car up to Cold Razor.
Carol, I love you.
From here, we embarked on our hike of the day to Seceda. This was a moderate 3 to 4 hour loop with quite a bit of incline, so it can be quite challenging. My parents did so well despite the steep incline, but it's very manageable if you come earlier so you can take more rests along the way. The views were so incredible and I just couldn't get enough. Every time I paused and looked out, the beauty still blew me away. I wish we accounted for more time to really soak it all in, rest, and enjoy the view from the top. We started the hike a little late, around 1 p.m, and had to rush to make it for the last cable car down at 5 p.m. The weather was incredible, sunny and breezy and not too hot. And then we took a short drive to the town of Ortisei, where we rewarded ourselves with gelato. I got a refreshing lime sorbet, and then it was back on Val Gardena again to our Airbnb. We started every day with breakfast and coffee at home before driving to our hikes. On this day, we drove towards the western Dolomites for Cadini, Misurina. This was the beautiful lake while we waited for our reserved time slot to enter the car park at Refugio Alronzo. The food has been surprisingly good everywhere we went. And this lunch view. After lunch, we started on the Cadini di Misurina out and back trail, where it took us about 2 to 3 hours, including pictures and rest. The landscape here is vastly different from the Seceda trail, with rocky cliff formations, gravelly paths, and much less greenery. But we saw snow that was still melting. To be very honest, this trail was a bit scary for me because the paths were narrow with loose rocks, and it was close to the cliff edge. Towards the end, I was so scared of slipping off and falling that I didn't go all the way to the lookout point that others were queuing for. Nevertheless, it was still so beautiful and rewarding. The incline was not tough, so my parents enjoyed this hike more since they don't have a fear of heights. But personally, I preferred the scenery at Seceda. Around sunset, we stopped by Lake Braies. The boats had already stopped service, so we just hung out and took some pictures. Personally, this felt a bit overrated, and parking was expensive, and there were already so many other beautiful lakes while driving around the Dolomites.
Thank you, chefs. Assistant chef.
And finally, it was time to leave the Dolomites. We took the easy, smooth drive to Bolzano using the highways, had lunch there, and arrived in Verona by midday. My parents and I stayed there for a day, while I bid goodbye to my brother and sister-in-law as they headed back to London. I loved walking around Verona, looking at the ancient buildings, old town squares, seeing places where history peeks through. They were also having a music festival over the weekend with bands playing all throughout the little town. We took some time to rest and recalibrate in this small town, having meals in hidden alleyways. And seeing the town from above at sunset. I want to keep it real, so I'll be honest and say the next leg of our trip in Barcelona became a bit of a blur. The summer heat wave, coupled with the realities of taking 2 elderly parents around Europe on my own, navigating, managing the logistics of checking in and out, commuting. My body was on high stress and high alert, ready to guard against petty crimes, and the holidays started to feel less like leisure and more like work. I took my camera out less, craved decompression and alone time, and was ready to head home. And don't get me wrong, I love them so much, but for the older generation who is used to just joining tours, navigating European cities can be quite overwhelming on a self-tour. It all taught us one thing though, that we prefer travel in nature and to limit time in the city for future trips. Now that I'm back home, I look back at videos of our trip and it was so fun. And I'm glad I got it all on camera because I would have let the exhaustion of the last part of our trip override all the memories we made. And it was beautiful. We had a great Euro summer.